Welcome to the channel, folks. Clunkers and Classics. Okay, we're going to get started on the new project, 2009 Mustang. Not sure what that is. No. It's a project, but it runs and drives. The major stuff, I think, is the massive hail damage on the roof. There is some on the trunk, not as bad. A lot of body. I'm not sure what goes there, Ford or something. We'll have to get that. Oh, there's hail on the side too. Then this fender, then this bad paint here. Here, bumper's all ripped and been stitched together. Fix that or get another cover. Probably fix it because the covers are through the roof now. But not right now. We'll save that to the end. We got a bunch of other problems first that we need to fix, that we'll try to get done on this video, or diagnose it, get something fixed. I didn't go into great detail. I traded this for that 88 Chevy van. So it said the AC didn't work. It's making some racket, not the engine, but I think it's probably the AC compressor. But I didn't get into asking him why the AC didn't work, but I'm guessing it's a compressor. And then he didn't tell me that on the pavement it's okay, but around here hitting bumps, it's got a front end or something banging around underneath there, but you can't feel it in the steering wheel or anything. So it's, I don't know, it could be sway bar bushings or something banging around. Anyway, the interior's pretty good other than the console lid. Now he's got a bunch of boxes in here. Put most of them in the trunk. So we're going to drive it around to the shop, and we're going to open these boxes. I know he said he bought a new front spoiler, but it's the wrong one. It's for a GT. This is just a V6. It's not a V8 GT, but it looks like one, but it's got plenty of power. Last video when I traded it for the van, we took it a couple miles down the road and back. Drives good and everything. So if you want to watch that video, I'm not gonna risk taking it down the road again, because no tags. Don't want to get no tags, no insurance. She's pretty much fully loaded, power windows, power seat, leather, stuff like that. Got a Pioneer aftermarket stereo. Starts right up. So you can hear a little bit of noise. I think what we'll have to do, will the windows work? We'll have to take off the belt and start it up and see, and hand move the, whatever it is, the pulley or a AC compressor or something, and see what's making that noise. Got a bunch of aftermarket goodies underneath the hood. Got a, what is it, a strut thing to the two struts. Got a cold air intake aftermarket thing. Aftermarket coolant overflow jug. Some other little goodies there. So we'll check. Oh, I wanted to go. Well, I guess we can go this way. Hear the banging. It's got to be in the seatbelt thing. It could just be the muffler pipe or something. I don't know. Shock or strut. I don't know. Okay, I got some benches here. I think what we're going to do is empty this stuff out on the benches. I haven't even looked in there. I know that said he changed the modules in the transmission, and I guess he's got the old one. He said it's fixed. Now the other problem he said that it had was if it idled and parked for a while, it would die, but it would start right back up. But the other day, it hadn't done it to me, but the other day when I took it for a test drive and I came in, I locked my gate and then I hopped in it and I put it in drive to go, and it stalled. I put it in park and it started right up, and it didn't do it again. Whether that has something to do with the transmission modules, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know if this has got a button for the trunk. My little Ford Fusion has one here. Don't know if his remote works. We'll check it out. Oh, it does. Okay. Remote works. Okay. Leave these keys here. He does have one box here. Oh, do you see? He had another dash. He mentioned something about that. He mentioned something about the gauges or something wasn't working, and all of a sudden they started working again, so he didn't replace it. It looks like a used one. So, I don't know. It reads 104,000 miles, so I'm hoping that's that's correct, and not like 204 or something fishy going on. No. New blower motor. That looks like a new one. Does it not work? Hang on. Let's check this. I didn't even check anything. Move the seat back. Okay. Well, it's working. Where's the vents? There's the vents. AC button's pushed. All the gauges seem to be working. And we'll have to check the Freon. You know, we'll stick a little screwdriver in there and see if there's any Freon coming out. Okay, so I don't know, does that look like the old one or a new one? Looks like a new one to me. Strange. Okay. Now he said he bought it 2 years ago. Now here's the AC. Is that the AC dryer? AC dryer. Oh shit. It's kind of heavy. Okay. See what he's got here. It'd be nice if we had a new compressor. Okay, those are the transmission module things he replaced. He said it's fixed. Okay. Okay, so here's the electronic gas pedal. Maybe that's why it dies sometimes. But anyway, I haven't run a code reader or nothing on it. So there's a gas pedal. These, I think he said, are the old window motors. The windows do work. Oh, here's the transmission parts here. Oh, and the throttle body. Is that an old one or a new one? It looks new. I don't know. We'll have to run some codes on it and see. See what the codes say. Okay. This is the spoiler. He said that was for a GT. We'll see what happens with that. Let's see what else he's got here. Oh, there's a wrench down there. Spare. Flat. Yeah, we'll have to see what emblem goes here. Looks like the Ford one. And we're going to scrape that off. We're going to check out, there's nice tires on it. Let's see what size they were. They're kind of low profile. $275 4018. There's some dents on the, oh yeah, dents and dings on that door. She's kind of hammered. Hail dents up there, hail dents here, a lot of them on top of that quarter, a lot of them on this roof. But all that paint I bought, that Nissan paint, I got a whole bunch of blues. I didn't realize that was kind of, that looks like it's painted on. That's a decal. '45th anniversary? Is it? I don't know. Okay, let's now this is an aftermarket fiberglass hood. Hang on. Okay. Yeah, you can see here they didn't paint underneath of it. They got it shimmed. Oh, this one ain't even in there. That one came loose, isn't it? Huh. Okay. So yeah, here's the aftermarket overflow, the cold air intake, the strut brace. I should have checked the oil before I started it, but yeah, he drove it here 3 hours to get here, so okay, let's is that the AC deal there? And that thing's all rusty. Got a AC lines there. The compressor is right there. Anyway, let's start it and I'll show you the noise. We need to fix that noise before something blows. It almost sounds like a power steering pump. Definitely over here. But if it was the power steering, you'd hear it in the steering. I don't hear nothing. Okay, well, I'm not a big Ford guy, guys, so I'm not sure where the power steering reservoir is. I'm wondering about the transmission fluid too. I think my Fusion is one of them. They don't have dipsticks. You gotta jack it up, get up underneath there, undo a plug, and fill it till it overflows. And that way you know it's full. This one, I don't know if it's the same way or not. But anyway, it looks like this is the power steering here, and that's the AC compressor there. So let me, maybe, is this, oh, this is the power steering here. Yeah, there's fluid in there, isn't there? Yeah, there's fluid in there. So it's not the power steering. Okay, yeah, there's the pipes going in right there. So, yeah, I'll just take this belt off here. It's either that's a tensioner or that one's a tensioner. Get a socket and a ratchet on there, take the belt off, start it up, or just turn these by hand and see what's making the noise, so I can order, I'm guessing the AC compressor. Then I'll have to order an AC compressor. So, and I don't know, I think I checked the water, didn't I? Yeah, there's water in there, or antifreeze. I'm gonna check the oil. I said I'm not sure about the transmission fluid. I'm hoping after all that work he's done to it that he sealed it up good and it's not leaking. We don't know. I was looking for a date on this battery. Duracell. Anyway, that's probably good. Okay, well, let me take that belt off. It seems to be on there pretty good. And I'll take a screwdriver to the either that thing or this part of the AC here too. I'll poke that thing, see if there's any Freon in it, which, you know, I'm assuming there's not. But we don't know where the leak's coming from, unless it's a compressor. And hope it's not a busted pipe or something. That Freon's getting expensive. We don't want to buy a bunch of cans of that and waste it if it's going to be spewing out somewhere. I mean, that thing looks all, I don't know what's up with that. Did that new one have it on there? Where'd it go? Oh, right here. Oh, that's right there. Okay. That's it there. Okay, well, let me do that, and I'll come back and let you know. Okay guys, no sticker for the belt routing. So I drew a picture. Where it goes. And there's the belt. So here's the power steering. Nothing. Here's a compressor. Hear it? Bearing in it or something is out. So let's just start it up, see what it sounds like. Man, quiet. Nice. Okay. Okay. Let's spin the pulley. There's the idler pulley here where you pull it. That's good. Not loose, not loose. Water pump. Oh. The water pump pulleys. It could be both. AC and this. This sounds like a little squeak. That's the noise I thought sounded like a power steering pump. But this is definitely. So what we'll do is we'll replace the AC compressor first. I'll have to go on, you know, I'm not going to buy one at AutoZone or nothing. They're going to be, you know, 500 bucks. We'll go on eBay and see if I can get one of them. And then hook it back up. And if it's still got that whine, it's going to be the, I don't know why it would be the power or the water pump. But it has to be, huh? It's free. I mean, it's not like it's stuck or hard to turn. Yeah. We can get the AC compressor. We can put on the dryer. And we can try to charge it up. And see if the AC will work. And I think that's all we'll do under the hood. I just checked the oil, it's full. Says it's got antifreeze in it. And then I'll check for that emblem on the back. And a console lid. I didn't show the console lid, he's got it all duct taped up. It works, it's just all. See if we can find one of them. Other than that, these door panels, I know I got some early 2000s Mustang model before this one, and all these peel off. So yeah, we're not buying new door panels, but I'm not exactly sure if that comes off separately and we can take it off, cover it, put it back on. I'm not too worried about it. You'd have to look kind of close. It kind of looks like a gray design in there, but no, there was material on there that came off. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Oh, the noise in the front. Yeah, shit. He's got some stuff, aftermarket stuff here. I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, well, that's a Ford Motor Company code thing. I'm not sure what this is. I was seeing these wires here. Yeah, that's probably for the Pioneer. Not sure what that little toggle switch is. I should have probably asked him all that, but Like I said, I didn't even drive it, guys. I just traded him. I want to get rid of that van. Oh, and so he did message me. I guess the door key for the van was missing. He asked me if I had the door key, and I was like, whatever's in the van is all I got. So I asked him, I said, well, did the van make it? And he's like, yeah, had a couple of blowouts. You know, I told him the tires were weather cracked. And just down my way, about a half mile from here, maybe not even that far, there's a big blue building that the guy does tires. And I told him to go by there, and he said he was going to. But he says, in between me trying to find tires, I had a couple of blowouts. I got home at 1 in the morning. 1 or 2 in the morning. And he left here at 4 in the afternoon. So 6, 7, 8, 9 or 10 hours it took him for a 3-hour trip. But anyway, it made it back other than the tire blowouts. So, oh well. Yeah, it's got a little thing there. Yeah, like I said, we'll save the body stuff for later. We'll fix all the little interior pieces and the stuff. I don't know why it's got crowd control on there. We'll scrape that off. Okay, well, let me go to the compressor and stuff. I may put that belt back on for now so we can drive it around. I don't want to drive it around with the belt off. And maybe we'll get it jacked up or on ramps if it's not low, if it's high enough. Got some ramps over there. And get under there and see if we can see anything loose that's causing that banging around. It was going to be hard to figure out what that is, but if you've seen the last video there when I traded, it makes a horrible racket just driving around here, mainly because it's all rocky. But anyway, I'll be back. Hey Nikki, how you doing? Nikki the blind wonder dog. I just left the door open for her to go in, but she's just out here seeing what's going on. Doing okay, Nikki? Just enjoying the fresh air out here? You okay? You got a little doghouse thing there, but okay, I'll be back. Hey, Nikki. Okay, guys. Just ordered a bunch of parts. We'll go over it. The compressor at AutoZone, $250 to $425. Got one on eBay for $98.27 shipped, tax, everything. The rear emblem thing is a big round. It's a big round thing that covers the trunk lock. And all they got on there, it's dented a little bit. All they got on there is used ones. Bunch of shitty looking ones for like 30 bucks, 29. And I got, from the pictures, the best looking one. It ended up being like 40 bucks with everything. And there's actually black and chrome outline. So I don't know what it's supposed to come with. So then I go over the console lid. Man, a bunch of sellers. They're $19.21. Ended up being yeah, a little over 20 bucks with tax. So ordered one of them. For shits and grins, I looked up the bumper, because I thought these front bumper covers were going to be through the roof. They are for like the 81 Camaro. 115 bucks. So I ordered one of them, mainly because you know, these cracks, they're all fixable, but how much time are you going to spend fixing it? It's all cracked all the way around here. Cracks here, spider webs, but then he's got it all riveted here to this metal. Yeah, it's missing. The big chunk of the whole bumper's missing from here to here. So just ordered a new one. And then I started looking at it. This lens here is, I don't think it's cracked. I think it's just scraped. 45 bucks for a pair of them. So I just ordered a new set of lenses. These were like $62. I'm not sure. I think they're probably okay. So, oh, and I forgot to check the grill. Is that the little grill? Oh, that grill is all, it's good, but he's got all the rivets in there. I'll see what that is. If it's, anyway, I think that's all. All of it's supposed to come within 2 to 4 days, so we can get back on it then. In the meantime, we'll see if we can figure out what the front end noise is. But anyway, ordered all that for now. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, guys, it's been about a week. Got all the parts in. It just finished raining, so. Okay. Starts right up. Well, the odometer came on and then it went off. Shit. I just got the title for this. I put it in my name. I don't know what. Anyway, I asked them if they could do get a title history. They're like, no, we don't do that. See, they're a tag agency. They don't really work for the state. What they do is they take all the information when you change a title, renew the tags, and the money, take the money, and then they transfer it all to the state, and then the state sends you a title or whatever. They give you the tags and the registration papers and all that. Well, they said they don't do a title history thing. And I said, well, they must be able to. I said, does the state do it? Well, you can check the state and call them, or I got the jacks right in the way here. So I'm gonna go to the state website and see, because see, when you know, I'm right on the Texas-Oklahoma border, so whenever I transfer a Texas car, they write down the mileage, no matter what year it is. See, there's the odometer, and it went out. Okay, so they write down the mileage, and that's what I want to know. I want to know, you know, he's only owned it 2 years, and I want to see the mileage and all that. So I either contact the state or I pay for a Carfax. So I'm thinking of doing a Carfax thing on it and see what the mileage is throughout the years and ownerships. So yeah. Okay, let me show you what I got here. Now, I wouldn't mind using this as a driver. But Nikki, see, I drive that little 4-door Fusion a lot because every time she wants to hop in the car. Or I drive my black truck. And lately, if you watch, she comes with me in my tow pig. So it'd be a little awkward for her, you know, she's blind. A little awkward for her to get in the back seat. I mean, I can guide her in there and she'll, but the Fusion's back seat, it's not torn up, it's just dog hairs and shit everywhere. So, do I want to ruin this car, making it a daily, having her in the back seat all the time? I don't know. There's the console lid. I'll show you the new one. Fixing to show you all the new parts. I think what we're going to get done on this video is that compressor, which I just bought, that's in. Then that dryer over there that he bought's in the trunk. I'm going to Walmart in the morning and I'll pick up some Freon. I got a little evacuator thing. We'll evacuate it and pump in Freon, see what happens. We still need to get up underneath here and see what that banging is on the front. And then we're going to run some codes with the code reader, maybe after I fix the AC, and put on the console lid. I think I'll scrape off these stickers I got with a razor blade. That sticker, I'm not sure if I want to put on the emblem before. I guess I could mask it off pretty good. I'll show you that too. Like I said, they only come used. Although there was a listing for new ones, but it was like directly from China. And I've had no problems in the past ordering directly from China. But there's a big problem now with all this new, whatever, rules, regulations on them shipping stuff here directly. So I don't know if I want to risk it. Canada is having a hell of a time. I watched this guy, Canadian prepper. He's not selling the US no more. Big problem. He said that they'll ship it, but once it gets to the US border, they dig through it. They send half a shit back at his expense. And so he loses money. And I don't know why they ship it back, but he said it's way, and the Canadian hassle, Canadian paperwork. You got to fill out all kinds of paperwork, all kinds of bullshit on both sides of the border now. And he just said, that's it. I'm not shipping to US. And I've heard that on a bunch of other things. So shipping stuff from country to country is very, very difficult now. And who knows if it'll get here, or get shipped back, and might take forever to get here. So anyway, I ordered a used one, but there is a Chinese that makes that emblem cheaper. Like I said, I'll show you the little black plastic thing in the middle, I guess, deteriorates, and there's a bunch of them on there that look real shitty for 29 bucks, 32 bucks. About one for 40 that didn't look as bad. So it looks all right. Yeah, we'll scrape off these stickers here too. Okay, let me show you what I got. And I also got the bumper, the signal lenses, and the lower grill. The lower grill's good, but all them rivets on there, like I mentioned before. So this is the bumper. I guess for newer cars, they're cheap. But what do we say, 400, 500 bucks for like a 81 Camaro? I guess low demand. But 115 bucks for a Mustang, because lots of demand for them. So in order them, I've had this in the past, in order for them to ship it and not be oversized, they got to squish in these ends all the way to here. So this was all in here like that and taped up and in a box, and they say just leave it out in the sun. So it's been out here for a couple of days. I don't know if this is a little factory thing here, little bend, but that's the way it's straightened out, and it's not flexible like this bumper would be. It's like a hard plastic. It looks to be okay from the front. This ain't gonna matter too much. We'll get that spoiler out too and see if that actually fits on there. He said it was for a GT. Did I look to see where this was made? Oh, made in Taiwan. Okay. Like I said, I like to know where everything's made. I think I threw up the box for this. This was the bargain of the month. 20 bucks. Made in China. So like I said, the tariffs are going up 100% most likely on November 1st here in another 2 weeks. And this will go from 20 bucks to 40 bucks. It's probably already gone up from 10 bucks to 20 bucks, but even 20 bucks is a bargain. It even comes with the latch and everything. So we'll put that on. Let me see here. Here's those signal lenses, made in Taiwan. They're the aftermarket blackout ones. I think they got a little orange here or something. Oh, that's even a, no, that's for the bulb. Now, hang on. There's a little bit of amber right in there. I don't know how good you can see, but okay, that's them. What else did we get here? Where's the compressor? Oh, here's the lower grill where he had it all riveted along that bottom. And then this is the compressor here. I don't know where this is made. We're guessing, okay, Taiwan. Here's the compressor. Let's China. Shit. Made in China. 98 bucks. So they're gonna go up to 200. Fuck. Be almost expensive as AutoZone. Okay, here's the used emblem. I'll take it off here in a little while. Get out here in the sun. I don't know if you can see a little bit of deterioration around this black plastic under there. And then you gotta, well, there's two clips. I think it's clipped in there, and then there's two-way tape. So we'll put that on there. I'm trying to think if I need any more compressors. I should buy them now. I guess I'm gonna fix them to buy the front end disc brake conversion kit for this 67. Here, probably tonight, go on eBay and order all the disc brake conversions, master cylinder, power brake booster. That steering stuff is not as cheap as I thought it was going to be. I think it was for the El Camino, and I saved it for the longest time. It was like 75 bucks for all the tie rod, center link, all that stuff, idler arm. I looked it up for this 67, and they're like 350 bucks. So I don't know. It's going to need it, but I don't know if I'm going to order that right now. That sounds kind of expensive. But yeah, the disc brake kit without the tubular A-frames. I'm going to use these. I'm going to paint these up. I painted the bottoms a little, or 415 them, or did something to them. But I'm going to scuff all them down, paint them all shiny black, I guess, or whatever. Yeah, see this 415, you can't be out in the sun, it all faded out. I have to spray some black paint over top of this. It's probably shiny back there. So yeah, but I'd like to get all the and I think you get order a lot of stuff separate, the steering box, the coil springs, stuff like that. So there's a lot of stuff to buy just for this front end. But I guess I'll go ahead and bite the bullet and order it. I was waiting for the Supreme Court to rule whether the tariffs were illegal or not, but they don't know. While waiting for them, it goes up 100%. So anyway, enough of this. We need to get on the Mustang. So let me open the hood up, take that belt back off. I don't know, I'd like to squeeze it up in here, but so Nikki doesn't run into it. I think she'll be all right. Yeah, let me open up the hood. I'll show you the compressor. See how it should be, or take the belt off, and it shouldn't be too difficult. And I said I'll put on this, I'll put this on. It's just a couple of screws. You don't need to see me undo a few screws right there. And I'll put that on, show it to you. It seems pretty nice. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, guys. Got the console lid on there. Looks good, works good. Took the little skeleton key hands off there. Put the some two-way tape on there, but it's held in with 2 clips and then some two-way tape around it. But I don't know if that's gonna hold or not. Scraped out the V6 lies matter, and I wiped some thinner over that, but you can still see it. Scraped the crowd control off the top of the windshield. Okay, fixing to pull the compressor off. When I started, it's had a Craftsman lawnmower sticker on there. So I'm scraping that off, and I'm looking over here, and I don't know what they were trying to do. You know, you can tell this fender's been replaced and painted. It's a different color and peeling. And then the bumper's cracked, so you figure I got thumped over here. But then I started looking over here, same thing here. Although they didn't put no welds in that one. So I don't know if they put in a used core, not the whole core support, I guess, just this top piece. I don't know. It's a little, that's blue, and then this is either dark blue or black. And then this light here is a little rigged. Maybe that one fits on there. I don't know what the little tape is for. I guess it's something to do with a wire. So I don't know, we might have to fix that before we paint it. We'll figure it out once we, not this video, but coming up, we got a bunch of body work, a lot of hail damage, a lot of hail. But this, you know, about the bumper and lower grill and everything, we'll tear this front end down, and we may have to take the fenders off and weld and grind and make that look decent. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened to it. I doubt it's going to be on the Carfax, because it looks like Joe Bob did it under a shady tree. All this crappy welding or something on there. Zip ties holding something there. Anyway, I think I just got to take off these 2 bolts, get this kind of out of the way. And the compressor's right here. We'll figure out how to take it off by looking at the new one. You can see the electrical there. And I don't know how many bolts, but this is part of the bracket. Power steering pumps here, bracket. So yeah, may have to come out through the bottom. May have to come out through the bottom. Anyway, we'll figure it out. Yeah, okay, I'll let you know if there's anything else. Man, that core support is something. Don't know whether I should paint underneath here or not. Probably should, but okay, I'll be back. Well, guys, this is not the right compressor. 3 mounting deals, and this has got 4. There's a nut on the bottom of these. The way the AC hooks up, I got the flashlight on. It's a deal with a bolt in the middle, and it comes off as one unit. And this completely different. See, it's supposed to be over here. I think I remember looking, they were, you know, they had two different types, V6 and V8. But I'm pretty sure I ordered the V6, and I put a note in there, make sure it's for a V6. So yeah, I don't think there's any way of and I just checked the pressure with a screwdriver here, and it's got a lot of pressure. So I don't know why the AC is not working. Obviously no leaks, and the only problem with that is it still should make it work, but this looks like it's been taped up or something. I don't know how that unplugs. I have to take the tape off, unless he's got a electrical connection problem. But it ain't gonna last too long with that noisy bearing there. So I don't know, let me go look up this on the eBay listing and message him. But now we're kind of stuck. You know, I took the belt back off and the air tube thing and all that. Guess I can put it back together so we can move it. Nikki already came out of here and bumped into it twice. Not supposed to be here. She knows where everything is, but anyway, I don't know. I'll keep you informed. Hey, Nikki. How you doing, Nikki? You bumping into the Mustang? Okay, guys. Yeah, I clicked on the listing, and the listing heading said 2007 to 2010 Mustang 4.0. Then in the listing description, well, the eBay compatibility chart, because I put in 2009 Mustang, it put in there 2009 Mustang 4.0 V6. And so in their listing description, the heading on that also said 2007-2010 Mustang 4.0. Then they had pictures of it, and then at the bottom it had something about 4.6 V8s for trucks and stuff like that. I'm like, what the hell is all that? But you click the thing when you buy it to put in a note, and I put in the note that I need one for 2009 Mustang 4.0 V6. Make sure you send the right one. And no, they didn't. And when I clicked on the listing, you know, like I said, it was $92 or something, because it was like $98 with tax and everything. I clicked on the listing just now, $134.86. They're already anticipating the tariffs or whatever, or unless they're old tariffs and they run out of stock or something. So anyway, I wrote them a note. Again, a message, and says, hey, you sent the wrong one. What are you going to do about it? And I don't know. It's Saturday. We'll see if they reply back anytime soon, or I should just order another one from somebody else real quick so it's on its way. Get it in a few days instead of waiting on their ass to. So anyway, I guess. You know, I was thinking if we can take this deal off here and put it on that one, but yeah, one of the, I don't know, was that listing or another listing, it says that sometimes a plug's got to be spliced in, and that's what it looks like they done here. See, there's no plug, some tape there, and I think they must have spliced in the wires. Maybe them wires ain't connected. We got to figure out why. I'll have to put this back together. We'll run it, see if there's power getting to that. But anyway, we got to wait for the new one, so I'll put it back together. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, I put it all back together. Other than that bracket to this. You can hear that compressor, but it won't come on. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Let's turn it off for a minute. So the only code it's reading is this random misfire, which I don't feel no misfire, but that's all it has in it. So no owner's manual, but luckily online with my phone I found out what all the fuses are for. There's a AC clutch something in that little deal, but the fuse is good. As far as looking at it, I'll have to get my tester and see if it does something. But the main fuse block is right here. Of course, a little deal's busted off there, so so this relay's for the AC clutch. This one's for high beams, so I swapped them, and AC clutch don't come on, but the high beams come on, so the fuses were good. Yeah, there's all this has is numbers, so it doesn't say what it's for. When I looked up in an owner's manual, it's like between 75 and 85 bucks for an owner's manual. What a scam. So I don't know. I have to cut this tape off here. Maybe these wires here are messed up. It goes into the AC thing here for the pressure. Got too much pressure. Man, that thing really, let me show you. I got there's a screwdriver here. See, there's a lot of pressure in there. So, well, one good thing is there's no leaks. We don't have to trace around stuff for leaks. But why isn't the clutch? Well, the clutch could be burnt out inside, I guess, and that's what's failed. I'll take that tape off and put a tester on there and see if power goes when I turn the AC on. I guess that's the only way I can test it. It did stall, had it running for about 20 minutes, and all of a sudden it just stalled. And turned the key and it started right back up. So I don't know what's causing that. He told me it does that. So I don't know, you know, he's got the new throttle body and some other stuff in there. I'd rather not replace any of that, because some of that, for some cars, you got to take it to the dealer and get it programmed and all this bullshit. So I'd rather not mess with any of that. But I was hoping the code reader would read something, but it doesn't. Well, let me get my little electrical tester and test out. And there was one here, this 15 was for AC something. This one and that little 15, and then just a little 5 in the passenger thing that said AC clutch. That's the only 3 I could find. There could be more, but okay, I'll mess with it a little bit more before it gets dark. I'll be back. Okay guys, we're back on the Mustang. We got the right compressor, but from a different seller. This is the one seller sent me the wrong one. See where the Freon connections are here, and they're supposed to be at the back. Okay, they didn't know, this seller here, the wrong one. They don't understand nothing. You know, like I said, they had 4.0 in the auction heading, then on the top of the listing, but then and then the eBay compatibility had 4.0, and then on the description they put in for V8. I don't know if it's V8 Mustang, a bunch of V8 trucks all listed. And that's what I told them. I said, listen, you got this listed for a 4.0, but it doesn't fit. Your auction's all, listings all messed up. And I sent you a note when I bought it that said, send me a 4.0. Make sure you send me for a 4.0 V6. So, you know, it went back and forth about 10 times. What size engine do you have? I said for the 10th time, 4.0 V6. Oh, what year do you have? 2000 and what year and model do you have? I said 2009 Mustang 4.0 V6. On and on, and I finally, after about the 5th email, I said, listen, I'm getting tired of these endless emails. You need to send me the right one or refund me. Have you tried to install it yet? I said, no, it won't install. The Freon things are on the wrong spot on the compressor. It won't mount. Oh, can you send us 2 pictures? On and on and on. Finally they just, oh, can we send you a partial refund and you can keep it? And I said, no. I said, I don't need it. I can send it back. You know, send me a prepaid thing and I'll send it back. I have absolutely no use for it. Doesn't fit my car. And they finally says, okay, we'll send you a full refund. You don't have to send it back, and give us a 5-star rating. I just said, okay. So I don't know if anybody needs one for a V8. So this one, now this one, it ended up being 98 bucks altogether. It was 92 or 90 something, yeah, 92, then with tax 98. Well, yeah, there was another one like this that I saved. Well, anyway, it wasn't more than a couple hours, and I click on it. It says there right on my screen, because I didn't even close the screen. I just saved it for a couple hours. 90, yeah, well, it was from another seller, $92 or $93. So I click on it, buy it now, 136. I think I mentioned this, within a couple hours. And I was like, oh, no. So I didn't go through with it and pay him. And then that's when I found this one. So the compressors, so now I search after I need another compressor. I figure these guys aren't going to know what to send me, or if they even have one for 4.0. So now I'm looking for 4.0 compressors. And yeah, they're all 120, 130 bucks. And I was like, Jesus. And yeah, they're just going up as fast as you look at the auction. And so this one was 75 bucks. They said because the oil was leaking from this little cap they put on it. It had leaked inside here. You can see remnants. It was all, it seems like it's dried up now. Well, I unwrapped it the other day, but it was coated with some oil. So I'm hoping that's all it is, and I can put in some oil in there. They give me instructions. See the instructions here, all full of oil. So you're supposed to add oil into one of these things, and a special oil. So I'll see if this has some oil. I'll see if the old one has some oil, and I'll strain it and put it in here. If not, I did buy an old 2 cans of Freon and a little can of oil charge. So that's about the best I can do. Okay, so we're fixing to put it on. See, this was only 3 mounts. 1 on this side, 2 on the other, whereas this one's 4 mounts. So you actually take the nut off of here and slide it off, slide it down and off, and Freon lines, and that's about it. You have the belt off. So this has a, yeah, this has a thing here. This one has a plug. Now I don't have the plug to plug in there, because some of them compressors had, you got to splice into the 2 wires coming out like this, and that's what that compressor has right now on it. We'll go look at it. So this compressor had been replaced before, and so I checked all the fuses, relays, everything's good on it. Okay, and then we checked the I gotta take this back off. I peeled back all the tape, cut all the tape away here and spread that. There's the 2 connections. They did solder it pretty good and put these little splices in, and it is getting power on this top one here. So it's just something inside the clutch electric thing to turn the clutch on doesn't work. So electrically wise, it's all good. Now I just got to figure out how to connect them to, there are two pretty big connections on there, different than that, but I'll figure it out. I'll see if I got a Ford with a plug like that on it. They're probably not going to be on there. I got a couple Explorers and stuff. We'll see if I can find a plug or some way to connect that. So okay, I'm going to take this back off, take the belt back off, and like I said, undo these nuts at the bottom here. I'll have to cut this and undo the nuts at the bottom, and then the Freon here. I don't have a thing to evacuate and save the Freon. I got a vacuum that will suck all the air out after it's Freon and everything's out. Suck it out before you put the new Freon in. I have that, but I don't have a machine that saves all the oil and saves all the Freon and stuff. And you seen before, it was a pretty high charge in there. So we're just gonna have to stick a screwdriver in there, or maybe that one over there, and slowly get the Freon out of there before we disconnect this and have a real big mess. And then I think I got the little deals to disconnect these. We'll go over that. This dryer here, he's got a new one, so we'll do that later. We'll get the compressor on there and run it, and well, we know for sure that this bearing is making a hell of a noise, and then that weird whine in the water pump. So we're gonna see what that sounds like after. And if any of you guys know, just comment if that's the water pump whine or what. If that's normal, like normal for a water pump going out, or does it sound like something's bound up in there, or you know, I don't know. Okay, so let me get that compressor off, and I'll just put the other one on and show you after I get it done. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, you would think this would be an easy job. Take them 4 bolts and drop it out the bottom, but no, it won't go. It hits that, with the light shining on, that cross member frame thing, the engine cradle, whatever you want to call it. It hits that. So there's no way, and you gotta take the lines off first, and then you gotta pull that line up here to get it out of the way. It's got a big old thing on there that bolts onto this. But now you got to take this whole bracket off. It wasn't that difficult with these 4 bolts. You had to pull that, twist it, and then twist this and drop it straight down instead of like that. The hole's not big enough. And then getting it back on, you gotta have this bracket all tilted this way and this one up, and it's a real pain in the ass. Why can't they just make it where it just drops out? But anyway, it seemed like there was oil in there, so I didn't add any. There was no oil in this, and this had been replaced. Where was it? Samson, made in China. Made in China. So yeah, they ran out of oil and burnt up the bearing. I don't know. So yeah, I need to find something to plug into that plug. If not, we're gonna have to butcher it up somehow, and I don't know. That's what I cut off the old one there, see? So we're gonna have to but you know what, let me put the belt on and the air cleaner on and get this out of the way so it doesn't, it's still live wire coming out of there, and just to see how it sounds, and then we'll have to take this dryer off. But it's starting to get dark. Might have to wait till tomorrow. Anyway, I'll be back. Okay guys, it sounds good. I don't hear that power steering whining or nothing. I think it was all that compressor. I think she's good. Okay, well, tomorrow we'll do that dryer, figure out the electrical, evacuate it, fill it full of Freon, and call it good. Okay, be back tomorrow. Okay guys, I went out to a Ford Explorer I got over there, 2002. Snipped off about 5 of these. And this one seems to fit. Fits, clips right in there. So I cut off all the all this stuff they had on there, and it looks like it's almost like speaker wire. I haven't got into taking this apart, but like I said, the top one, that's actually the top right there, was getting power. So I put that to this black one. So put a little tape on it, put this loom over it, and plug it in right there. And then we'll get to the dryer here in a minute. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, the dryer's in this casing here. So you take off a bolt there and a bolt there. It's right in there, and I just pop that out. I went ahead and cut this with a cutting wheel. These are the little tools you need, hopefully. I don't work on that much Fords. I know they work for GM, like fuel lines, AC lines and stuff. So you put it on there, and that's why I wanted to get a good grip on this. It should slide. I have to do it later. But that should slide in there and pop that loose off of there. Then it takes a little bit smaller one here. So basically we got to pop these little clips off and put the new one, which is right here, the guy bought. And then it's got a little filter deal in there. I already pulled that out. this little deal. I'm guessing it goes in the top one. We'll find out here because it's longer. It should go into that one. This one curves. Either goes in there or it goes in this way. Whichever, we'll figure out where the old one is. And yeah, and then just snap the lines into the new one. Don't need no tool to put it on, just snap it in there. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, had a hell of a time. I got this one off okay. And yeah, if you were seeing when I had the deal on this side, it was actually goes on that side. I was just test fitting the thing on there. This one, so it's supposed to, you can see how rusty that is there. It's all rusty up in here. So it's supposed to move and spin. And this one was a little tight, and I started spinning it, and put the deal in there, and it came out. But this one wouldn't even spin. I had to get some vice grips on this side. Hopefully I didn't bust through it. But not much I could do. And it finally, after many coats of PB Blaster, it came off. Anyway, got the new one in the little casing here, so you should just be able to pop them on there, just snap them in there. That little filter thing, it wasn't in any of these, so I think it must go in here, down here. I don't know if we'll put that in or not, maybe, but anyway, let me pop them on there and I'll be back. Okay guys, next day. So I got all this together. I put a little bit JB weld around those vice grip marks just in case. It's not through or nothing. I just didn't want to get it any more damaged. Yeah, then you just put these little keepers on there. They don't do much, but okay. I bought some gauges, but they don't work without a regular vacuum pump. Right here, you got to hook this to a vacuum pump, and I don't have one. I thought about ordering one. So the old way I did it was this is a little deal here. You plug an air hose in here, and then it just sucks a vacuum. So yeah, I usually let it run between 10-20 minutes, but I don't like having the compressor on all that time, and this sucks a lot of vacuum, so it shouldn't take long, but I don't know for sure as I don't have no gauges. So we're gonna hook it into here. The only other one is the big one here. I don't have the tool. I think that filter thing goes in here, but I don't have a tool to fit that to pull it out. To see what I think was done to this, because this dryer here was made in China also, so was a compressor. So somebody had swapped all this over before, and I don't think they put in any oil, because there was a little rust on the inside of this and no oil in the compressor. So anyway, I'm gonna attach the vacuum to that, let it run for whatever, and then we'll put in some I got this from Wally Mart. Put some oil charge in there, and then 2 cans of Freon should do it. Usually what a car takes is 2 cans. And I'll use this little deal here. This has got a gauge on it so you don't overfill it, but anyway, Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, that's it working. Air goes in and vacuum comes out. So fixing to take it off and charge it out. I'll be back. Okay guys, the oil sucked right in there. You got to have it running with the AC on. Got one can of Freon. When the gauge goes down, the compressor comes on. Real quiet. What? See? It's working. We'll wait for it to suck down this can and put on the other can. Yeah, if it wasn't vacuumed out, it wouldn't be sucking that in there. So, that vacuum works pretty good. And like I said, there was no leaks before. So, if there's any leaks, it's going to be the compressor or this connections here to the dryer. Possibly that one there. That was rusty. I didn't have new seals to put on or nothing. So, we got to redo it. We'll know what it is. Anyway, I'll be back. Okay, guys. Took 2 cans in the oil charge, and compressor's coming on, nice and quiet, and blowing cold AC. So, I think she's good. Yeah, she's cold. Okay. Yeah, I mentioned these tires, man, they are wide. You know how wide those tires are. These are 275, 40, 18. And these are 245, 45, 18. A little bit smaller on the front. Okay, let me see if my ramps, that's the fan coming on. Let me see if my ramps fit under here. I can drive it up and see if we can see what's making that banging noise underneath. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, I got it up on the ramps. I can't find anything loose under here. Bottom A-frame bushing seemed to be okay. I pulled sway bar. It's a pretty big thick sway bar. Up and down, couldn't feel nothing. But I think we're gonna have to get it down on jack stands, have this wheel suspended and check it out there, because it's probably these sway bar end things here, or the struts or something. But nothing seems to be loose, and the bushings and everything look good. So just from, and it looks pretty dry under here, the engine and the transmission. No drips or stains or nothing, so looks pretty good. Yeah. It's just banging from something. Yeah, I bet it's these ends here. I get it up on jack stands, get the wheels off, and I bet they're loose, or little things in there are worn out or something. Has to be it. This is mounted straight to the body. There's no bushing in the cross member. This thing here is tight. There's something's just banging. I don't know if it'd be the exhaust Well, it looks like an aftermarket exhaust. 2 into 1. Could it be banging? I'll look at that a little bit better, but okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, well, I can't find nothing loose or broke or nothing that's making that noise. I even got a jack underneath here and jacked it up and let her down a few times, and just nothing. I figured it might be these end links here, but if y'all see anything, let me know. Might mess with it some more, but other than that, I don't know. Unless it's coming from the rear, I'm gonna have to drive it around. Maybe it's in the rear, but it sounded like it was in the front. Anyway, I think I'll end the video on that. We got the engine noise fixed. What else did I want to add? He did have a new set of spark plug wires in the back seat that I didn't see before when we were going through everything, and he used one of them for the engine. Oh, it's this. I think it's this side. That black one on the very end, even though the yellow ones aren't the original. But yeah, I guess he had to change one spark plug. The engine code when it read misfire. Now it hasn't done it lately. Like I said, it just does it every once in a while. What he told me was that when it idles for a while in park, it'll die. Well, right before it dies, it's done it to me like twice now. Right before it dies, it runs really rough for a second and then dies, then starts right back up. So that's the misfire that's showing up in the codes. This radiator support has been changed, like I said, with the screws. They got some screws in mounting it. So in one of these videos, or in another video, when we change the bumper and everything, we're gonna have to take this whole front end off, take the grills, headlights, fenders and everything. And it looks like it's lined up good and everything and in the right spot, but it's just screwed in there. So we're gonna, and it looks like shit. So we're gonna have to clean up all them welds, or re-weld it, clean them up, take the screws out, throw some paint in there, and then put the bumper. We'll probably just go ahead and put the bumper, signal lenses, lower grille, just put it all on there and worry about painting it later. So we'll drive it, probably drive it up on ramps or something, and do all that. So I think we'll save that for another video. And I don't know what else. We're trying to get everything done before the major, all this hail damage. And we'll paint her up. We'll go through all the blue paint that I got. Got what, 4 or 5 colors of blue. See if we can match it up. Even though we're painting the whole thing, we wanted a dark blue metallic, and we'll paint the whole thing. Why not? Got the paint. A little bit of money on body filler and sandpaper and masking tape and primer. And yeah, we can see that hail. So I think that's all we need to go over. We know everything about it now, pretty much. So, okay, well, put some comments down what you think this front end noise is. Like I said, it could be the rear end. I'll put this wheel back on. I'm going to drive it around some more and see. But yeah, let me know what you think on the deal, trading this for the van, and whether it's... Now the book value says around 4,000, could upwards to 5,000, but I don't know. I think that I would want at least 5 for it. But I wouldn't mind driving as a driver. Keep it. I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't let it go. You know, $4 grand maybe up north, half rusted out, but not down here. It's mint shape and low mileage. I am gonna get a Carfax for this, just to see. See, shit like this radiator support crap is not gonna be on a Carfax because the shop didn't do it. But I mainly want to check the mileage deals there and see if it actually has 104,000 on it, or if I can tell. So anyway, subscribe if you haven't yet. Like, comment, share, all that, and we'll see y'all next video. Thanks everybody for watching.